So something that really hurts Objectivism is the fact that its introductory novel is 1,100 pages, and most people aren't willing to make that commitment for something they're not sure if they'd like or not. It does help that it's fiction and not just a 1,100-page nonfiction treatise on whatever, on philosophy. But if someone is trying to figure out Objectivism, they want to dive in, they don't know if they like it or not, but they just at least want to figure out what it's all about, then I'd recommend For the New Intellectual, which it's just kind of like a little bit of everything. The first 70 pages or so is a nonfiction essay called For the New Intellectual, and that gives you at least a taste of what her nonfiction's about, of how she writes and what her philosophy is. And then the rest of it is just excerpts from her fiction. Like, it includes a few pages of We the Living, a few pages of Anthem. It includes some speeches from The Fountainhead, some speeches from Atlas Shrugged. So at least you get the most important parts, and it's about 200 pages, which, and the book's a little small, so it's not that bad. It's certainly doable. Certainly better than 1,100 pages. But it's just a nice, it takes a little bit of everything and then crams it into a small book. So at least you won't have to go through 1,100 pages. I think that's a real benefit. So there is nothing really new in this book besides the essay For the New Intellectual. So if you're someone that's really going to dive in, you want to read everything she's ever done, then you can kind of pass on this book because there's not going to be anything new besides the beginning essay. But again, for beginners, this is what I would recommend. I would recommend For the New Intellectual because it's just a nice beginner book, a little bit of everything. That, and I usually recommend Goddess of the Market by Jennifer Burns as well because that's a nice biography of her life and it focuses on her philosophy, on her friendships, and her as a person. So really, if you're going to set out and you just want to figure out what Objectivism is, you don't know if you like it, but you just want to figure it out in as few books as possible without reading all, 6,000 pages she's written, you could do For the New Intellectual and Goddess of the Market. That gives you a good overview of pretty much everything in just 2 books. And honestly, even then, I read this after I read most of her works, so it was really a nice refresher. It wasn't boring. It was nice to go back and really review some of that stuff. So if you have read it, let me know in the comments what you think. If you enjoy the video, please like it, subscribe for more. It helps me out a lot. And thanks for watching.